Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Ozee and this is Chats with Ozee. Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. I beg, before we continue with this video, please, if you're here to like this video, I beg, just help me press the like button. Yes, the thumbs up button. Help me to press it. I beg, help my ministry. Thank you. Now let's talk about this whole thing. So for this Saturday night party, Saturday night bedu, yes, there's going to be an X Space Live with Toby Fresh and Mayo. Yes, so you can go join them. Also, Yvonne had posted about this comment that someone had left her saying you should get a tattoo, and to that she has said, LOL, we definitely get more tats. Still contemplating on the idea and the placement. Moving from that, let's step into the house proper. So for this night's bedu, yes, the Saturday night bedu, the DJ for today is DJ Embassy. Moving from that, so the housemates did their Dano tax today. I was thinking it was Guinness they were going to do because Guinness had posted about these people, Bella and Prince, entering into the house and all that. I was wondering why they did not do the tax again. Well, they did their Dano tax today and there were 4 teams. We had Team Dano Full Cream, which had Sean, Ben, Tofa and TJ. We had Team Dano Cool Cow, which had Handy, Chizoba, Onyeka and Sud. We had Team Dano Slim, which had Wanni, Anita, Nelly and Ozee. Now we had Team Dano UTH, which had Ozee, Victoria, Kassia and Kelly. Yes, and they basically did 3 tasks. The first one was a charade game. Yes, and each teams before then had picked numbers, and for the first task they were to nominate one person who will come and do the whole charade, and then they guess. Yes, at the end of that round we saw that Team Dano Full Cream and Team Full Cow, yes, they both had 11 points, while we had Team Dano UTH with 6 points and then Team Dano Slim with 8 points. For the next game, they were basically meant to do a jigsaw puzzle. Yes, and Big Brother had told them that depending on how they finish, they will get 20, 15, 10 and 5. However, 2 teams could not finish, yes, and that's Team Dano Slim and Team Dano UTH. Yes, and because they did not finish, they had a few pieces left after 10 minutes. Big Brother had, or rather the ninja had instructed the head of house to write 0 for them on the scoreboards. Now we had Team Dano Full Cream finish first, yes, so they got 20 points there, and then Team Dano Cool Cow came second, so they had 15 points there. The last activity that they did was their presentations, yes, and before they had entered the arena, they had an hour to come up with a presentation, whichever way they want to do the presentation, and each team had gone about their various presentations. Now at the end of the day, Big Brother had told them to return back into the house. They had returned back and we saw Sean in between Wanni and Handy. Yes, they were having a conversation and just basically sorting things out. Yes, for Wanni felt like, Handy's team, it wasn't that deep. You people would have allowed people use your chairs, and for Handy was like that, okay, when Wanni came to take the chairs, that she was just basically telling her to ask for it, well, to say please and all that. And we saw both parties with Sean just basically saying, okay, we tell her sorry, it's all right, settle the matter. And we saw them choose about upstairs basically saying to Tofa that they were not going to give them those chairs because they brought the chairs from inside, and with their team, they were already neck to neck. So they were not going to give them that go ahead to take the chairs again and give them a nick to winning. No, they were not going to do that. So at the end of the day, when they had read out the brief, the people that won were Team Dano Cow. Yes, that is handy. Chizoba, Onyeka, and Suj. I mean, that whole cheer thing that they did favored them because it would have been funny if after holding the chair, they now they now did not win. It would have been very funny. Some people were not happy, like Victoria. Yes, Victoria wasn't happy because I mean baby girl wanted to win, so she wasn't happy with how the whole Dano tax went for her. And remember yesterday she had stated how I mean she and Kassia, they've not won anything for a while now and they were busy fighting. Moving from that, let's talk about Onyeka's beef with Ozee. Yes. So Onyeka felt a certain kind of way. I feel like after yesterday, she had a time to think about everything with Ozee going to meet Victoria first. At first, yesterday, she did not have any problem with it. She was like, that he will spend longer time with her and all that. She did not necessarily have a problem with it. However, today, she woke up and she decided that she had a big problem with it. Yes. And for her, she felt like she is not safe with Ozee. Yes. She felt like Ozee wasn't being straight with her. Ozee wasn't carrying her the way she was carrying him. Yes, because she felt like if he even wants to say that he went to meet Victoria first of all because she was busy, she was at the kitchen and she was acting like she was strong or anything like that. And for her, if that's the reason, that reason is wash. Yes, that reason is not a valid reason. Reason because if he needs something from her and she's busy, he would come to her irrespective of her being busy. So how is it that she needed him, she needed a friend, and he was not there for her? He instead went to meet Victoria instead of coming to her first. Yes, so for her, he went to meet Victoria first and chose Victoria first over her, and that is a problem for her. Chizaba was trying to tell her that, okay, maybe he just felt like you were busy. And Onyeka was not having it. Yes, Onyeka wasn't having that excuse at all. This conversation had prolonged from the dressing area to the room, yes, and she was offended because she felt like he had told her that he went to meet Victoria because she was the weaker person, and for her, it was a fight of 2 against 1. She was barely defending herself, and the Victoria that he went to had somebody that was in her camp against her. So how is it that she was the weaker person? Then also, how do you feel like she is strong to that point that even people that she thought that okay would not really have a backward, people that were asking her at first, is she okay, is she not okay, people like Tofa, Suj, and the rest, that if she had listened to him and stopped talking to people and all, this is how she would have been isolated after that fight and he would have chose Victoria over her. I say wahala. Wahala, fight over man part 2. She had gone to have this conversation with Ozee. Yes, baby girl wasn't having it. She had gone to have the conversation with Ozee and Ozee had basically called her out. Yes, in Ozee's words, Ozee felt like she woke up today and decided to play the victim card. Also, Ozee felt like she was the one that started the fight in the first place. So, for him, it doesn't really make sense that she's coming to act like the victim because for him, it was not even a thing of 2 against 1. You were the one that started the fight. You were the one that brought the other party into the fight. So it was something that you could handle. And for him, he avoided the whole situation. He removed himself from the whole situation because he didn't want it to be like he was taking sides. Because he is friends and parties with the 2 people involved. Yes, with herself and with Victoria. So he was trying to do the best thing he thought was right. Plus, it's better for them to air whatever is disturbing them than to start carrying face and holding grudges. Yes, because it will not benefit either of them. That he was not going to get involved in the fight. And she was like, I'm not telling you that you should have gotten involved in the fight. No. What I'm saying is that after the fight, I came to the kitchen and yes, you don't expect that I will go to one corner and be crying. No, I don't do that. After the fight, I expected you to come to me, to speak to me, and oh, yes, I was talking to people, but then again, I expected you to come to me for us to have a conversation. Not to leave me and then go to Victoria to have a conversation we have first of all. Because let's look at it. According to her, Victoria has Kassia and have Kelly. Yes, the whole gossip clan, according to her, yes, she had them. So I mean, she was the only one that did not have people. And I'm like, Onyeka, only you say you not get people. But your sister was by your side now. Even when her sister was talking to her sister was like, but I was by your side. Wanni and Handy were coming to calm you down. And oh, you had people in your corner also. I'm like, okay. These people are not Ozee. She wanted Ozee to put her first before Victoria. And it hurt her that Ozee put Victoria first before her. That is where all this English is going to. Now, if you ask me what the resolution was, I have no idea. Yes, because there was none. They called them for wager and all. Both parties were not backing down. For Ozee, he didn't do anything wrong. She started the fight and she could handle it. Whereas for her, you should have come to me first before going to any other person. Well, Ebuka had tweeted and said they won't break up this friendship before she collects massage. Remember, she had picked Ozee to give her a massage. Walala. We have other housemates having reactions about this particular thing. Yes, we had the likes of Suj, Nelly, and Anita basically telling Victoria that, girl, you can call out someone's bullshit. You should have started doing this right from the get-go. Yes, even Ben, we're telling her that she should have started doing all that right from the beginning of the show and not waiting till now. That she knows how to let someone know that, come, na nonsense you dey talk, you don't fuck up, shut up. And she should have started that since. They were proud of her for the whole stuff with Onyeka. Now we had Handy, Wanni, and Sean talking. And for Wanni, it's a thing of, karma was served on Onyeka. Yes, and karma came fast. Because this is someone that said that I was being jealous and I was acting a certain kind of way and being so protective over a man. That is clearly mine, because in this house we are defined that we are having something, whereas she has enmity in her heart against someone else who the person she is fighting over, Ozee, has a girlfriend outside the house, and the animosity in her heart had grown to the point where she had to actually have an argument with the girl in question. So for her, that was karma. Yes. And for her, she just felt like at least Onyeka now will understand how it feels when she can also be jealous. Because jealousy goes round. She was jealous and Onyeka had a thing or two to say and was taking her name round. Now this is Onyeka fighting battles over a guy that has a girlfriend outside the house and hasn't even claimed her. That if it was a situation where it was like her own, where they are up and down kissing and the rest, she would have said okay. But this one, the guy hasn't moved on to her as such. It's just a friendship thing and she's this jealous. So she feels like Onyeka didn't really have the right to be calling her out. For her, it's more like Onyeka is dishing out what she cannot take. Yes, she's giving out advices and she's doing things, whereas she herself cannot take those things that she is dishing out. For example, she had given an example with the whole skirt thing when she was talking to TJ, because this whole thing she had also spoken about with TJ. Handy was also there and she was like, it's how Onyeka is holding resentment subconsciously, yes, against Victoria, that the wetin they call resentment is unconscious and it's because of man. Yes, that look at the whole skirt thing that she said. She feels like if you feel like Victoria is your friend and all that, you would not even be saying that. Plus she felt like she had gotten close to Victoria because of Ozee. That Onyeka had gotten close to Victoria because of Ozee. That's the way she sees it. And it's how Chizoba had noticed that Onyeka actually likes Ozee, but Onyeka keeps denying it, that she does not like Ozee. They also had different conversations where TJ was even telling Wanni that he feels like in the house, the strongest people in the house are between her and her sister and Double K. Yes, for him, these two fan bases were the leading fan bases. Yes, that's what he felt. However, with the whole separation thing, he doesn't really know. But he would say that it is between either of them, that is either of the twin, that's Wanni and Handy, and then Double K, that's Kassia and Kelly. For him, they are very strong, and he can even bet on it that these are the strongest people in the house. And what's it called? Wanni had said that she doesn't feel so. She doesn't feel like, because they are all in the house, so you don't really know who is strong or who isn't. But she feels like Sean might be strong. And for TJ is of the opinion that Sean isn't. I mean, Sean will have a lot of people on his matter, especially women. But you see the fans that will go all out for you, the fans that will drop money and sweat, money and blood. It is not Sean's fans. Yes, they'll be all about him because he's fine and all that. But when it comes to the fans that will go all out, no, it's not the one that people will go for. It is between Wanni X Handy and Double K. And then they had said, okay, if they were going to put a third pair, it should be maybe between the Nelita pair and the Mbadiwe twins. Also, Wanni was talking to these individuals, that's Handy and TJ, and she was talking about Kassia. Yes, she was talking about how Kassia had approached her, and it was basically about food and frying. Yes, and how it was like Kassia was timing her. However, Kassia had approached her and had spoken about that meat situation. Remember that Kassia had told TJ, Kassia had told Kelly Ray, Kassia had told Big Brother that basically Wanni is always giving Sean 2 meats and she's always taking 1 meat. Yes, and that was a problem for Kassia, because Kassia is like, why are you always giving other people 2 meat? Now, when she had told waiting be her name, Wanni, this, for Wanni had said, okay, that she had told her that, okay, there is meat in the fridge. So if Kassia wants 2 meat, Kassia should locate the fridge and take meat. She should use her hand and cook the meat. That this is her cooking, and basically it's her inferring that the extra she's meant to take for her stress in the kitchen, she is giving it to Sean, and she has no problem with that. She eats only 1 meat. She does not eat more than 1. And I'm like, why is this whole meat thing an issue? She was talking to them, and she was like, she doesn't even know why it's a problem, because when she cooks and there is extra meat and all that, she gives people, and TJ had confirmed that yes, sometimes she gives him 2 meats, and for her, Sean supports her or assists her from time to time in the kitchen, so it's only right that she gives him that. Well, now, so the meat matter bill. I'm just so glad that Kassia has told her how she feels about that whole meat thing, and she has answered Kassia. So it's left to Kassia now. If Kassia gets 1 meat, it's left to her to go to the fridge and take meat and cook. Wahala day. So Kassia suppose they enter fridge, they take 1 meat to cook again to join her own food. We can see that Kassia and Victoria are grooming their friendship. Yes, and as regards that fight, a lot of people had things to say. Yes, Dami was supporting them. Kassia, we had Victoria's handler also tweeting, saying, Super Commando, woman and paddy of life, stay hydrated. You all drink at Super Commando and at Aquafina. And we had the Mbadiwe twins handler, yes, also tweeting woman commando, and people had a problem with that. Onyeka's fans had a problem with that because they felt like, okay, they had voted Ozee this week, and then the handler is there supporting Victoria against Onyeka, and I'm like, Una leave Chizoba from wetin una dey talk, dey vote for man. Now una dey complain say man stain una white. Una never ready, una never serious. And with that, it may look like Chizoba is going tomorrow. Yes, because from their cries, it is that they did not vote for Chizoba and they voted for man. Well, that's all I have for you guys on this particular video. Please fear to subscribe. Kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Please like this video. Click on that thumbs up. Please comment and subscribe. I love you all. Bye, guys.